Good morning, class. This is your teacher, Yomarjan Lim, and for today's topic, we'll be talking about technology in an online learning environment. Does some of you know how important technology in a learning environment? Thank you so much for that. Okay, now I have here a picture, a four picks one word, and you have to tell me what does it say. Anyone? Okay, thank you so much. And now for today's objectives. This lesson aims to explain the various pedagogical principles and practices in online in teaching and learning, using the tools and functionalities of the educational programs with an expectation that the students are able to first discuss the various pedagogical principles and practices in online learning teaching. The second one, demonstrate the functions of the different tools and resources in a typical learning management system or the LMS. And lastly, design specific learning tasks to show the relationship of social presence, cognitive presence, and teaching presence in the community of inquiry model. Okay, see, technology is expanding educational opportunities, which is transforming the learning environment around us. The use of technology in education, according to educational specialist Nadim Nusoli, will continue to transform teaching practice by addressing issues like productivity, workload, accessibility, and inclusivity. It can significantly help the educational sector. The instantaneous access of information in the internet and the World Wide Web paved the way for the development of instructional practice using online platforms. As a matter of fact, the Department of Education noticed a significant increase on the number of educational institutions that cater online courses. Even the DepEd opened the possibilities of utilizing this method in their schools. And as a future teacher in these schools, you have to be oriented how teaching is facilitated online. Teaching in a traditional classroom and teaching online, those sound are different. Those sound the same, but they are different. Considering the teaching online requires more flexible and varied pedagogical knowledge. To successfully implement online teaching, it is necessary that you understand important things about the learning environment in the case of online learning. This environment is virtual and you have to make adjustment in some of your instructional considerations such as physical and geographical setting and unstable internet connectivity, synchronous and asynchronous modalities, and the technical support for online content in various formats like text, multimedia may also affect the quality of an online learning experience. To have a comprehensive understanding of the teaching and learning process in an online environment, Garrison, Anderson, and Archer developed the Community of Model. In this model, a holistic and genuine online experience may be attained by having cognitive presence, social presence, and teaching presence. These presences are independent elements which overlaps to attain a meaningful online educational experience. Basically, this model emphasized the collaborative engagement of a group of individuals along with the experiences it brings for a critical discourse and reflection in order to create a meaningful and mutual understanding. The figure below illustrates the model and further down provides a short discussion of each presence. Let us first discuss what social presence is. Social presence, it is based on how the learners and you, the teacher, on how to communicate purposefully and develop trusting relationship within the online environment that identifies each role in the community. Moreover, establishing supportive environment where learners can express themselves and share viewpoints and disagreement is important. And now for the cognitive presence, it is based on the extent in which learners have created a meaning from the given information through reflection and effective discourse. Also, it emphasizes the role of thinking, reasoning, and other mental activity in the learning process. Now let's proceed to the third one, which is the teaching presence. It is based on your ability as a teacher to facilitate and guide cognitive and social presences in constructing an educationally worthwhile learning expectation. Planning is important as you design and organize learning experience that allows you a smooth facilitation in the process. In establishing your presence as a teacher, you have to remember three important rules. First is to design and organize learning experiences. The second one, devise and implement activities that will encourage any form of interaction. And lastly, engage and involve learners in the delivery of your content in any mode of instruction you prefer. During this pandemic, the education, especially in the colleges and universities, experienced an online learning environment. Most of this school utilize a learning management system or the LMS to realize the instructional experiences of the teacher. Workspace, these features allow you to keep documents, create new sites, facilitate a schedule, store resources, and other instructional tasks. Some type may call this by a different name, announcement tool. This feature helps you and your learners to be reminded on some important dates by posting in on the account. Learners will see this announcement and are asked to regularly check their accounts. Resources. This feature acts as a storehouse of some resources that you posted, which the class can use, like journal articles, PowerPoint lectures, multimedia materials, and electronic books. Some type may call this work bin but serves the same purpose. Syllabus. These features allow you to post your course syllabus or simply ask you to type in the required information for the learners to know, like the course code, course title and description, course schedule, and course outcomes. Chat room. This feature connects you with your learners by allowing you to communicate with each other real time. Conversations are retrievable in case that some may ask for clarifications. Discussion forum. This feature is useful for synchronous communication since learners can communicate with others, and you can also reach out with your learners regarding the content. Some type may call it discussion board. Assessment tool. This features enables you to post your prepared quizzes and examinations, or also allow you to organize and type your own questions. There, whisper button. This feature acknowledges privacy since you can communicate to a specific learner, especially if there are concerns which needs attention and should be discussed privately. And that would be all for today's discussion since it's already time. Prepare for long quiz tomorrow. But before we end, any questions, clarifications, recommendations, suggestions, violent reactions? Okay, if there's none, then you can now go home.